Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. How's it going? Hope you're all having a great day. We're back with another recap. It's Friday and it's a no trade recap. Basically didn't see anything that I was really excited about. The week in general has been quite slow for me. Not my best week. I've had 2 red days, 1 green day, 1 no trade day. So given the factors of the week, given the fact it's a Friday, and given what I saw on the pre-market scanners this morning, just wasn't really feeling it. It's not like I woke up today and saw a really interesting hot stock that got me excited. I basically didn't have any plans for any stocks that I was keeping an eye on. There were a few stocks, and I'll talk about them, but overall, really slow day. If you traded anything, let me know what you traded. It'd be interesting to see what you traded, how you traded it. So let me know your entries, your exits. That'd be really cool. But I personally didn't see anything really exciting personally. And yeah, let's get into the recap for today. So there were some stocks that we'll keep an eye on: IMMP, SEAL, OSS, BPTH. I was just keeping an eye on. I was never going to trade it, but it gives you the idea of sort of the market is today. So planning mode. So you see here IMMP gapped up really nice pre-market, and then what happens? It's just selling off. It sort of consolidated a bit more, and then it's just started to sell off just before once again the open. So with all the stocks of IMMP, SEAL and OSS, I didn't really have any game plan. There wasn't like a particular entry point I was looking for or an exit point. I was actually just watching. I was going to keep an eye on and watch. Maybe you could use this pre-market pivot here, sort of the 345. Maybe you could get break over to 350 and sell to a quick pop of 360, or maybe up to 375 if it had momentum, maybe. But I wasn't really sure, and you see, I just didn't do anything with it. Happens that it just sold off out the open, not really surprising, and then basically that's all she wrote for that stock. So yeah, no plans for this trade, for this stock, and it just sold off. I believe this was a high float, I think around 22 million, and that was another reason why, not the best, not giving me that confidence in the stock. The next one, I'll say next one was looking at, but another one was looking at was OSS. Gives you the same theme. This is actually gapping up after hours yesterday, and then pre-market it just started to sell off. No real volume, and on the open once again. It was on the scanner, so I put it on the chart, but no real entry. I just want to see how it act, and as you see, it just sold off. So now you're getting a great idea of what happened all day. BPTH, this is making a move back up, not to the highs of the day though, still way below, sort of curling around a little bit. It's just getting back to VWAP. But you see here, BPTH, I thought people might even go crazy for this stock, but obviously not. It made a big move here from around the $18 pre-market all the way high up, basically 25. You see here, just before the open, 10-15 minutes, it's just sort of consolidating, but downtrending. But we got a nice little push up here from the 23.85 up to basically $25. So I thought that might be a sign of things to just keep an eye on. I said I weren't going to trade it. Maybe this is probably one you could have done. You see it washed out from 25 down to 23.85, and then it had a little pop back up to 24.50. So maybe there's a little opportunity there, but very difficult. And as you see, same theme. It's just sold off, and it's starting to curl around just about now. So you're getting a really good idea of what it was like today. The other stock, the only one that was probably really interested in was SEAL. You see, once again, it made. Let's get this up. SEAL. You see, this is gapping up. This was gapping up pre-market once again, but just see the swings on this. You see here, it's just making these nice. Well, say not nice, but they're just making waves, and that's basically how it traded all day. No real solid entries. I guess one thing you could have probably looked at, and once again I had no entries, no real plan for it, because I just wasn't sure, given that overall market, given the overall stocks, I just wasn't sure where I could have real conviction. But maybe given one entry, we could have maybe looked to see here around the 275, that $0.25 area, which is sort of like a little pivot. Let me get a colour. Sort of this pre-market pivot here. So maybe at the open we could have looked to long, and that would have been the worst one. I guess here. Sorry, let me go here. Let me zoom in a bit more. I guess here what you probably want to do is wait for the 1 minute to make the new high, So this shot up all the way to the 275, and it dropped back down. And then on the second candle, you could have probably got in for the break of 275 and looked to ride it up to back to the $3 and or high of day, which is around the 288 area. And as you see here, it did break and it basically just sold off afterwards. So that was probably a little entry you could have done. This first candle here. So we've got some green, we've got the volume coming in, which is nice, and then we could, as you said, this was the break of the pre-market pivot from the 275 up to 288, but still only 13 cents. You know, not a massive move whatsoever. It's you would maybe have captured 8 cents maybe. If you're lucky or good enough, you maybe would have got 10, 12 cents. But you see here, it just sold off. I saw this wash out. I wasn't really interested in it. There's no real actual support, no real anything really, and plus we've got these two previous candles. It's not exactly what I was liking. So yeah, nothing really. It started to travel in waves. One thing I did see, to be honest, was this here. I noticed that this touched here, basically almost touched there, and I saw this candle touch here. So I was thinking for a second, what this first candle to make the new high here, I was thinking about longing that and then setting my stop at the 255. So basically 255, I think it was 250. Yeah, 255 here would have been my stop, and I would have got in around the 260 area. It's only risking that 5 cents, and I was thinking about seeing if this would travel back up to the VWAP. But then once again, I was thinking, well, I'd have to maybe hold it. It'd be a bit of a grinder. Is it not really my type of setup? So it would have worked in hindsight. I would have had to be patient. But you see here, it sort of travelled down, touched 255, travelled up, because the stocks tend to travel in waves of buying and selling. Almost touched it again. You see, travelled up, come back down, and then you see, I had a good feeling that it might just travel back up to, and I was basically looking to the VWAPs there. So maybe it could have got 10 cents, but I thought it wasn't really worth it for 10 cents. So not that type of trade anyway. And it basically done the same thing. Here, there was another entry that was quite good. You maybe have capitalised on it. Pretty much at this point, if you see here, it was around, yeah, like 10:15. That's traded for 45 minutes, nothing going on. So I weren't going to place any trades now. But there was one little entry that we could have got here. And just because I didn't trade it doesn't mean I won't keep it in mind and learn from it from future reference. But you see here, let me use this horizontal line here. So basically we've got this 288. So we've got this sort of one touch almost here, two touch. We've got almost this three touch. It's pulled back. So we could have longed this first candle over. Let me get rid of that. We could have probably longed this first candle over here. So we get this nice pullback to the EMA. We could have longed this first candle here of the 1 minute candle to make the new high, or we could have just gone for the break of 288 and sell into the push of 3, and that wouldn't have been too bad, just given the fact that it's made this curl back up. We see it's holding sort of some sort of support, and we could have basically bought for the break of 290, even it says 288. So we'd get in around 290, get that confirmation, and we sell into the pop of 3. And it did go up to, actually it touched 297 exactly, and then it pulled back, and then people got in for the break of 3 there. So that was a little entry. But as you see it, even on this is probably the hottest stock today for low floats anyway, and small cap. You see, there was not much range, even with all these swingy ranges here. I mean, it's still like 20, 30 cents maximum that you'd have to be holding for a long time. One stock that did make a move, but I wasn't going to trade it, was oh wow, that's really sold off now, was SRNE. This was making some nice moves. I saw the big washout here, and I was a bit tempted, but I didn't do it just because this is like 110 million float, so just absolute crazy. But we see we've got this quite decent washout, and then we've got the pop back up. That would have been a good move, but once again, 110 million float. I wasn't going to trade it, and you see here, it's sort of, and now it's just selling off. So that was the market today, and that was pretty much it. There were two stocks, ATIS, that popped up on the scanners briefly, as you see here. Could have probably made some money there, but it's just sort of, I don't know if these are pumps, but they were just basically, you see here, no real volume, all of a sudden make a big move, sell off, and then pretty much the same. NETS done the exact same, just no real volume, pumped up quickly, volume come in, and that's it, done. So really slow day in the market. I actually feel quite good that I didn't trade, just because of the fact that I had 2 red trades this week. I can rest up, I can recover over the weekend, do some studying, and back at it on Monday. So that is it for the recap. Sorry it's not ultra exciting. We'll continue to document and go on as we always have, and I'll see you again on Monday with the recap. Take care. Bye bye.